welcome to Bedbug Family Adventures. I'm Amy.
I'm Neve.
And this is Hudson, who has joined us today to have a quick chat with you about planning for Florida.
Yay.
Woo! So we are off to America, to Florida in Easter 2020. It will be the first time that we've ever been to America.
And I have always wanted to go.
Neve's always wanted to go. So we're all really excited. And we've booked all of our holiday, our flights, our hotel with Virgin Travel. We are staying at the Lake Buena Vista Spa and Resort, and we are flying from Gatwick. Are we flying from Gatwick or Heathrow? I can't remember. That's not good.
Gatwick.
We think Gatwick. Let's hope it's Gatwick. I can't remember. So one of the reasons that we have booked the Lake Buena Vista Spa and Resort is with that we have got, I'm boring the dog, we've got a 2-bedroom self-catering apartment. So this has 2 full different separate bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a full kitchen and a living area. As we're going for 2 weeks, we don't want to completely blow all of our budget on food. So this seemed a really good way of trying to keep some of the costs down, because we can eat in some evenings, we can make our own pack-ups to take with us to the parks, and just gives us that flexibility. It also has an amazing huge pool.
Do you have hiccups?
No? An amazing huge pool with a
pirate ship
in the middle of it, so it looks really exciting. Looks like a really fantastic hotel. It is about 3 miles away from Disney as well, so it's really close to Disney. We do have a hire car as part of our package with Virgin. It's not something we've paid extra for, it was just part of the offer when we booked in over a year in advance, about this time last year. One of the reasons we have decided to keep with that hire car and not use Lyft and Uber is that we really want to have the freedom of being able to travel to wherever we want, whenever we want, not being kind of restricted in times. Parking obviously at the parks is charged at $25, I think it roughly is, which when we looked at kind of doing Ubers or Lyfts each way, it was going to work out about the same, if not slightly more expensive. So for us, hopefully it's going to work best. Neil is going to do most of the driving.
Yeah, because he's allowed to drive in America.
Well, I think it's just booked under his name, so I think it was just a fluke, really. So kind of going to Florida and looking to go to the Walt Disney parks and Universal. We had no idea really about what we were going to need to do and how much planning actually that we're going to need to be able to do.
We had to do this much planning.
We did not. And I think you probably could get away with going without doing too much planning, but I think then your wait times would be much higher. I hadn't even heard of the word fast pass before I started to do a bit of research. So I researched in a few different ways. I joined some groups on Facebook. They've been fantastic. And I've also done quite a lot of reading. So the first book that I got, yes, Steve?
And we watched some YouTube videos.
And we have watched some YouTube videos as well, which we were recommended actually on the Facebook group. And our favourite YouTuber that we have watched in Florida is Jade Billington. Her blogs are really good, really informative. And also what's really nice about Jade is that she doesn't show kind of the journey on any of the rides. Like, she'll talk about lining up for rides, film herself and her husband Matt when they come off, but she doesn't take away all of the magic by showing the kind of whole experience on the rides. And I think that's something that we really...
No, but like she'll show a little bit.
Yeah, she might show little hints.
So like you know what's actually going to happen if it's like a really, like you wouldn't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So she like does a little bit.
Yeah, little hints, doesn't she? But yeah, so we found that really good because we want to experience the rides firsthand ourselves, and some of the YouTubes show the whole of the journey on a ride, which then does take away a little bit of the sort of first time experience on it. Okay, so books that we found that have been really helpful. The first one was a freebie, which is the
Little Book of Magic.
Little Book of Magic. This was directly from the Disney World resort booking page online. You don't have to have booked through them. You literally can just put in your postal address and it'll send it out to you. It's really good. It has each park broken down. There's a little map of each park, and then there are rides suitable for certain ages. This was a really, really good starting point for me. It's nice and clear. It's kind of pocket size, so it could come away with us if we wanted to as well. But this just gave me kind of a kick off that I need to do a little bit more research. One of my favourite books we've got hold of is
Walt Disney World Hats.
This is aimed for families, definitely for families with young children. Neve and Finn are 8 and 10 now, so they are getting a bit older, but this does also have lots of hints and tips for those people who have got toddlers or babies. Really, really good, very clear, lots of information about different things. But yeah, this bought it from Amazon, and I would definitely recommend this book. Next book I got was recommended to me by one of the girls I work with, Rebecca. She's been to Disney and America a few times, and I know she has found this really, really handy when she's been. It is the Brit Guide to Orlando, and it gets re-released each year, so it does have vouchers and things in the back that you can use, and as it's released each year, it should be really up to date. This is set up more like a Lonely Planet guide, which I have actually had a Lonely Planet USA out of the library, so it's set up very similar to that, very factual. It kind of has sections kind of at a glance, opening times, prices for parking for each park. It didn't quite contain exactly what I expected, but it has been useful, but possibly it definitely wasn't what I expected was going to be in it. But this is from Amazon as well. And the last thing that we have been using has been
the Attraction Tickets Direct Florida Theme Parks, Hotels and Attraction.
Yeah, so we got this the other day. So it's Attraction Tickets Direct. It is just their brochure, basically, on the different Walt Disney things that are available through them. But it is set up really, really well. So there's a page on each park, clearly marking which rides are suitable for which age groups. And you and Finn really enjoyed reading through that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was good about that one?
That it just listed all the rides, and I didn't know like half of the rides that were in there.
Yeah.
And like there's a tiny little description of what the rides are.
And I think as first timers, that's one of the tricky things that you can say, oh yeah, you need to book your fast passes, make sure you get in there in your 30 days in advance, because we're not staying on site. But unless you know which rides are in which park, which rides are suitable for which age group, what kind of that ride involves, you really don't know which fast passes to book. So there's definitely some research that has to go into it before you can do it. We've bought ourselves a little project book. It's split up into different sections that we're going to try and do a bit of planning in. We're not going to plan every single second. We want to have some flexibility with our trip as well. But there are some rides we really want to go on. We want to try and get on rides of the Resistance. And I think...
like Splash Mountain, and we want to see like some of the shows.
Yeah, Neve really wants to see some of the shows. And I think those things we just need to plan our days. And hopefully it will all work out. It might not. We will see when we get back, won't we?
I don't know.
But cool. But thank you for tuning in just to hear a little bit about our planning process so far. When I've finished all of our plans and we've got everything booked in, I will try and do another little clip about that. But okay.